Good evening. Clope and Nedick Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the barn where the St. Mary's Rough Riders will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glazed Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. My name is Jeff Henshin. I'd like to thank those sponsors for allowing us to bring you this tonight. It's high school boys basketball between the Rough Riders and the Rangers here from New Knoxville. Rough Riders come in tonight for the first game of the season. The Rangers opened up last night against Anna and suffered a loss to the Rockets. So the Rangers, double weekend here to start the year. St. Mary's, their first game of the night or of the season. St. Mary's coached by longtime head coach in his 35th or 36th season as head coach is Dan Hegemeyer. Coach Hegemeyer started his career at Waynesfield and then did Spencerville, Fort Laramie, New Knoxville, and then St. Mary's, retired, came back, and back with St. Mary's here for a second stint, if you will, and has over 500 career victories, right closer to 550. 3 state titles. 2 of those were at Fort Laramie, 1987, 1993, and also a state title as head coach here at New Knoxville, 2008. That squad went 27-0, defeating Worthington Christian and earning what would be his 3rd title as a head coach. On the flip side, New Knoxville under first-year head coach Carson Munger. Carson, a 2015 graduate of New Bremen, went on to play college basketball at Lake Superior State University. Graduated there in 2019 and went to Bowling Green, where he was part of Robin Freilich's staff as a grad assistant, and then got the head coaching position over the summer here at New Knoxville in his first season is Carson Munger. So that's kind of the veteran versus the rookie, basically, is what we have. Hegemeyer, 35 plus years, over 500, probably 550 wins against Carson Munger, his first season as head coach. But knows the game well, played at a high level. Did Munger at New Bremen, averaged just under 20 points his senior year, 19.9 points a game, just under 9 rebounds a contest. Played at Lake Superior State for 4 years. And now here trying to teach the high school boys in New Knoxville what he did and how he does it and how you'd like it done for the Rangers. The flag is coming down. We're going to take a quick break here while we have the playing of our national anthem. And then when we come back on set, we'll have the starting lineups for tonight's basketball game between the Rough Riders and the Rangers here from New Knoxville.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our New Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clope Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clope.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nedick Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nedick is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nedick Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nedick.
The officials for tonight's game include Tony Rogers, Kevin Mangus, and Paul Winglewich. And now we'll meet the starters for the Rough Riders under head coach Dan Higmeyer. Jace Turner, 6'6" sophomore, wears number 22. Evan Engstman, a 6'6" sophomore, wears number 24. Austin Parks, 6'10" junior, wears number 35. Andrew Moore, 6'1" senior, wears number 3. Braden Sullivan, 6 foot junior, wears number 15. Dan Higmeyer, the head coach, assisted by Tony Arling, Jason Clark, JV coach Andrew Arnett, and freshman coach Michael Schmidtmeyer. Now for the home team tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers. Max Henshin, 6'2" senior, wears number 3. Number 10 is Jay Waterman, a 5'7", 5'9" sophomore. Waterman. Carson Beerline, 6'4" senior, wears number 22. Ryan Osborne, 5'11" senior, wears number 4. Troy Dwenger, 6 foot sophomore, wears number 11. Rangers are coached by Carson Munger, assistant coach Josh Lisi, JV coach Keith Thomas. Now for our Keyhole Pizza, keys of the game. First for the St. Mary's Rough Riders. Coach Hegmeyer wants to work on his guarding. He's got a couple sophomores playing defense tonight, wants to make sure, I think it's key how they guard and defend. Also, they lost point guard Trey Williams last year, a key contributor to their squad. Feels their point guard position is going to be key in how they respond and handle the basketball tonight. And just come out and play, he said. They've had a few scrimmages where they look really good and others where they need to make some improvements. Just want the fellas to come out and play. For the New Knoxville Rangers, Coach Munger obviously knows they got to limit their turnovers. Had too many last night against Anna. Be aggressive on offense and be active on defense. Those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. As the opening tip belongs to the Rough Riders, as New Knoxville opens up in zone defense. And as you heard, the starting lineup, St. Mary's boasts a handful of height. As burying the opening shot there is a triple by Evan Engstman. But a lot of size for the Rough Riders. And Engstman, one of those underclassmen that has size at 6'6". New Knoxville's getting his first turnover. So St. Mary's hit on their first possession. Ball movement outside the perimeter now. The main feature of their offense is Austin Parks, 35, a junior, 6 feet 10 inches. This is number 22, Jace Turner. They get a kick out. Engstman's dribble, no good. Offensive rebound maintained by the Rough Riders, but they ultimately will knock it out of bounds, commit the turnover. So a couple looks there for St. Mary's. They got Parks at 6'10", Engstman at 6'6", Turner at 6'6" as well. Henshin with the basketball cut off, bounces out to Dwenger. His triple is off the mark and he is fouled by Evan Engstman. Engstman picks up his first. And that will give Dwenger a chance to score here with the clock stopped for the 6-foot sophomore. 3 free throws. First one is good by Dwenger, 6-foot sophomore. Second one, back iron, no good. And he'll get his third one here after being fouled shooting a three-point shot. And Dwenger is good on 2 of 3. Sullivan, 6-foot junior with the basketball, over to Moore, open for 3. His shot no good. Offensive rebound stays with the Rough Riders. Parks dumps down into Turner. His shot no good. Rebounded by Beerline of New Knoxville. Dwenger looking for Osborne. They find him in the corner. He has Parks on him. Beerline to the basket. Off glass. Good move. Doesn't drop. Rebounded by the Rough Riders. Anksman, I guess, caught his own shot. So Rough Riders score on their offensive rebound there in a 5-2. So Knoxville working on offense. Waterman shot off the mark, rebounded by the Rangers. Another look here. Pass deflected by Anksman and stay with New Knoxville. Rangers working against St. Mary's man-to-man defense. Osborne being guarded by Sullivan up top to Beerline, over to Waterman. Henson with the basketball. He's got Anksman on him as he backs it up. Now let's reset the offense. Dwenger over to Osborne. Up to Henson. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. 5-2 the score in favor of St. Mary's. Waterman needs help. New Knoxville being very patient on the man-to-man defense applied by the Rough Riders. Henson catches. Tries to find a screen. Step back. Nice pass to Dwenger, and it is bucket by Dwenger. Rangers cut the lead and down to 1 on the assist by Max Henson, the bucket by Dwenger. Pass deflected, stolen by New Knoxville. St. Mary's turnover. Henson with the basketball. Being guarded by Anksman. To the basket. And it was blocked out of bounds. Not real sure what happened there. Henson's shot was blocked. St. Mary's basketball. Gavin Reineke in for St. Mary's, wears number 20. That's Reineke with the basketball now, being guarded by Henson. Reineke with the basketball, looking for help. They find Parks at 17, swings it over to Moore, back up top to Sullivan. Good ball movement. Anksman for 3, no good. Rebounded by New Knoxville. Good job of sealing the glass and not letting the Rough Riders get another look here. 3:25 left to play in the quarter. 5-4 the score. Dwenger goes to baseline, open look for Henson. And he gathers it in. Max Henson gives the Rangers their first lead on the assist from Dwenger. New Knoxville 7-5. Reineke for 3. Answers the Henson make with his own triple. So St. Mary's quickly regains the 1-point lead, 8-7, under 3 minutes to play, first quarter. Dwenger giving up a lot of inches here. Dwenger at just under 6 foot, being guarded by Parks at 6'10". Henson, nice pass, a little too much on it, off the hands of Beerline. St. Mary's will try to grow the lead. They trailed momentarily on the Henson three-pointer by New Knoxville. Reineke answers from St. Mary's to give them the lead right back at 8-7. Three-point shot taken and made by Braden Sullivan, 6-foot junior. Back-to-back three-point baskets by the Rough Riders has them now a 4-point lead, 11-7. Dwanger being guarded by Sullivan. Off to Osborne. Waterman now with it. Spins. Bounces up to Henson, who's being guarded by Angstman. Under 2 minutes to play first quarter. Knoxville trails by 4. Carson Beerline working inside against Reineke. A lot of contact going on inside. Waterman, 18-footer, buried it. Waterman, his first 2 points of the game. Knoxville cuts the lead to 2 points. Into Reineke it goes, up to Parks. He's out and New Knoxville takes it away. Good job defensively by the Rangers, as now Parks will guard the ball handler. Finds Henson, whose shot was blocked, gets it back. Osborne for 3, no good. .60 seconds left in the quarter. Reineke for 3, count it. 2 3-point buckets by Gavin Reineke, who has St. Mary's their biggest lead of the game at 5, 14-9. 45 seconds left to play in the quarter. Pass deflected. Parks maybe got a hand on it at one point. Turnover in New Knoxville, 30 seconds to play. They lob it into Parks, who's double teamed immediately. Beerline holds position against Parks. Moore kicks up top to Sullivan. His three-pointer is good. Braden Sullivan hits St. Mary's 5th three-point shot of the quarter. They lead now 17-9, under 10 seconds. Henson with the basketball. Here comes the double team. Dwanger for 3. Dwanger pushed to the floor. And that will end the first quarter. St. Mary's 17, New Knoxville 9 here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Clope and Nidek Minster welcome you back to this presentation of high school sports here on NKTelco. St. Mary's versus New Knoxville. Reineke picks up the personal foul against St. Mary's. Reineke 6 points in the first quarter off the bench on 2 made 3-point baskets. 17-9 in favor of St. Mary's. St. Mary's 6 of 12 shooting in the first quarter, 5 of 8 from 3-point range. There's another foul against St. Mary's. I'm not for sure it'll be against Reineke or if it'll be against Jaden Lotz. It goes against Reineke, I believe, as Braden Hemmelgarn will check in, number 11. So Reineke, 2 quick fouls, will sit down. St. Mary's 5 of 8 from 3-point range in the first quarter. All that size, and they've really done the damage against New Knoxville with their perimeter shooting. Henson with the basketball. Being guarded by Inksman. Nice pass, nice move, acrobatic shot by Osborne off the mark. Rebounded by St. Mary's. Hemmelgarn has it. Deflection stays with the Rough Riders. Jaden Lotz, 6'1" junior with the basketball now to Angstman. Down to Lotz, into Parks. And a nice alley-oop feed from Lotz. And Austin Parks, his first offensive shot of the game is a dunk. And that one goes off of the Rangers' hand. So good ball movement by the Rough Riders, and Lotz delivered the ball in Austin Parks' windmill area and was able to finish for his first 2 points of the game for the 6'10" junior. There's a lot of Division I teams looking at him, and as I speak, Chris Holtman of the Ohio State University sitting to my right in attendance tonight to watch Parks. His jumper from 15 off the mark. Other schools include Michigan State, Indiana, Dayton, West Virginia, obviously Ohio State. So just a junior, but a very sought-after recruit right now is Parks. Beerline's three-pointer, no good. Again, St. Mary's in the first quarter, 5 of 8. So there's a timeout on the court taken by St. Mary's, and it will be a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout as well with St. Mary's leading New Knoxville 19-9.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Crown Equipment Corporation.
Grand Lake Health.
Welcome back to the barn here in New Knoxville on this Clopay Nedick Minster presentation of high school sports on NKTelco. St. Mary's enjoys a 10-point lead as we approach the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. 3-point shot taken by Andrew Moore, no good, rebounded by New Knoxville. Rangers have yet to score in the quarter. It was 17-9 at the end of the first quarter. It's 19-9 here on a slam dunk by Parks. The only offensive points thus far as Waterman goes to the basket. His shot off the mark, rebounded by the Rough Riders. Braden Hemmelgarn up to Lotz. Over to Moore in the deep corner now is Angstman. Into Parks, he's triple teamed, he kicks out. That results in an open look for Lotz. His triple, no good. Offensive rebound. And there's a whistle against New Knoxville's Max Henshin. Number 3 will pick up the foul against Andrew Moore. Moore scoreless in the game. He's a 6'1" senior. Makes good on the first. 20-9. St. Mary's has outscored the Rangers 3-0 here in 2.5 minutes of action in the second quarter. And for the Rough Riders, Sullivan returns, replacing Moore. Pressure put on now by the Rough Riders as Evan Angstman, 6'6" sophomore, defending New Knoxville's Max Henshin, 6'3" or 6'2" senior. Dwanger is fouled. That one will go against Braden Hemmelgarn, his first, team's fourth. New Knoxville just the one team foul. Osborne looking for Ranger, finds Jay Waterman. Osborne open for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by St. Mary's. Six-foot junior Braden Sullivan running the offense now. They get it to Lotz, back to Sullivan. Pass deflected and stolen away by New Knoxville. Good defense by Troy Dwenger. Pass into Osborne. He has it stolen away by Braden Hemmelgarn. Parks is up top. Finds Angsman. As Angsman goes to the basket and he is fouled. 2 quick fouls on Max Henschen as Angsman with 5 points in the game, all those in the first quarter. Make it now 6. Henschen will sit down with 4:21 to play in the period with those back-to-back quick personal fouls. Angsman good on both free throws. 7 points in the game for the 6'6 sophomore. Waterman with the basketball for New Knoxville. They've been held scoreless here in the quarter. Osborne with it. Over to Bierlein. Bierlein working against Parks. Angsman nearly gets a steal. Waterman's three-point shot off the mark and strong. And a foul then committed by Troy Dwenger of New Knoxville, his first, team's third. 3:56 to play in the half. St. Mary's has outscored New Knoxville 6-0 here in the second quarter to take a 23-9 lead. New Knoxville took a brief 7-5 lead in the first quarter. St. Mary's answered right back and then have outscored the Rangers since that time. Parks, his shot missed. Stays with the Rough Riders. Angsman finds Braden Hemmelgarn in the corner. His shot off the mark, rebounded by New Knoxville's Carson Bierlein. Again, New Knoxville looking for their first second quarter points here. Just over 3 minutes to play. Bierlein hits the triple. His first points of the game. New Knoxville the first points of the quarter. That cuts the Rough Rider lead to 9, 23-12, with 3 minutes to play until half. Lotz over to Hemmelgarn. Over to Sullivan. St. Mary is very patient right now, working against the New Knoxville zone. And Sullivan's three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Parker Banner of New Knoxville. Banner, a 6'3 senior. Dwenger being guarded by Lotz, over to Bierlein. A bucket here would make the deficit single digits. Bierlein for three, no good. Banner can't quite run it down. It'll be a team rebound for St. Mary's as Gavin Reinecke and Jace Turner check back into St. Mary's lineup. Again, St. Mary's starts Jace Turner at 6'6", Evan Angsman at 6'6", and Austin Parks at 6'10". 2 of those 3 on the court now. Angsman is off, but Jace Turner, a sophomore, and Parks on the floor. They get it down into Parks, and he will convert on his second dunk of the game, and then I think another assist from Lotz, and Coach Munger is going to take a full timeout. We'll take one with them with 2:06 to play in the half. You're watching boys high school varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
2 minutes, 6 seconds to play in the half. Here from New Knoxville, I'm Jeff Henson bringing you tonight's telecast on NKTelco Sports. St. Mary's versus New Knoxville. Beerline with the basketball being guarded by Turner. Over to Waterman. Being guarded by Reinecke. Waterman needs help, finds Dwenger. They get into Parker Banner, he turns. His shot blocked, he'll go out of bounds. Good defense by Parks, but the blocked shot will give the Rangers another look with 1:38 to play in the half. Dwenger finds Banner. His shot blocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Rangers, so they'll have another look here. Good defense in the interior by the length of St. Mary's interior defensive players. Banner now up top, over to Dwenger. Under 1.5 to play. Waterman, his shot off the mark, a whistle away from the ball, and a foul against St. Mary's, so give the Rangers another look, and that will go against Gavin Reinecke. He'll pick up his third. So 3 quick fouls puts Reinecke back on the bench. He does have 6 points on 2 made 3-point baskets in the first quarter. 1:20 left. Parker Banner for New Knoxville over to Brian Osborne. Osborne goes to the basket. His shot was altered and then rebounded by the Rough Riders. Sullivan, left-hander. His three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Beerline, taken away. And Parks will finish. Tough break for the Rangers. They had possession of the rebound. Good hands by the Rough Riders caused a turnover. And Parks finished. His 6th point of the game. All coming here in the second quarter. 35 seconds left to play. Waterman's shot, another blocked shot by St. Mary's. And going to the basket and getting fouled is Parks. He's fouled by Beerline. So Parks will have 2 free throws. Parks' first free throw is good. 7 points in the game for Parks. A 16-point lead for the Rough Riders with 23 seconds left to play here in the first half. Parks' second one off the mark, rebounded by Parker Banner. Beerline now will run the offense with the clock running and 15 seconds until half. Knoxville's had some shots at the basket inside, but a number of blocked shots by St. Mary's has prevented the score. And there's a kick ball by St. Mary's, so it'll be New Knoxville basketball with 7 seconds left. Parks sits down with the 7 points. Turnover New Knoxville. Angsman with the try, no good. And that will be the halftime buzzer here at New Knoxville. 2 quarters are in the books, and at halftime it's St. Mary's 28, New Knoxville 12. You're watching high school varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here And here. And here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Kennedy Garage. Don't cuss, call us for all your auto repair needs. Busher's Market. Biggins Small Engine Repair in U-Haul. Find us on Facebook. Superior Aluminum Products. Join our Superior team today. Next Generation Kitchen and Bath. Design your next kitchen or bathroom project with us. K&M Imports. K&M Imports Sales and Service. Reichman Sales and Service. Ag Chemical Distributors. Rushi Inn and Tavern. Home and Interiors. Sassy Sisters Designs. Sassy Sisters Designs Home Decor and more. Francis Manufacturing. Francis Manufacturing in Rushi. Forever Fit. Forever Fit 24/7. Borcher's Floor Store.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, SecureCom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, SecureCom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling.
Not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
Like conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Goodyear Shoe Service. Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Welcome back to NKTelco Sports here. The second half underway with St. Mary's on top 28-12. My name is Jeff Henshin. We have tonight's broadcast as the Rough Riders and the Rangers do battle as Parks battles through a couple hands and now scores his 9th point of the game. 7 of those came in the second quarter. And the Rangers will look to go to offense here as their offense has been struggling. Just 3 points in the second quarter. Henshin's three-pointer partially blocked. And St. Mary's with an 18-point lead will face the New Knoxville half-court zone defense. Anksman back to Sullivan. Parks now with 9 points, leads St. Mary's. 7 points from Anksman in the first half, 6 apiece from Sullivan and Reinecke, and 2 from Andrew Moore. Their total of 28 halftime first half points. A 2-point shot by Sullivan now with 8. Entry pass in the blue line knocked away and stolen. 8th New Knoxville turnover. St. Mary's just with 3 turnovers in the first half. St. Mary's in the first half 9 of 23 from the field. As Parks is fouled in the act of shooting. And that will go against New Knoxville's Jay Waterman, his first. Parks back at the free throw line for 2 shots. He's 1 of 2 on the night. In the first half, St. Mary's 9 of 23 from the field. They were 5 of 13 from three-point range. They started off the game very hot from three-point range. 5 of 8 in the first quarter, 0 for 5 in the second quarter. Parks makes his first free throw. He's now 2 of 3 from the foul line. Parks had a scoreless first quarter where he did not attempt a shot, but has come up big here in the second and now into the beginning of the third. He now has 11 points, the first player in double figures. And Dwenger is fouled by number 15, Braden Sullivan. His first. Osborne will throw it in for the Rangers. Dwenger being guarded by Moore. Over to Osborne. Goal line with the basketball being guarded by Parks. Parks with a handful of blocks as well as Anksman also a couple. As Beerline is fouled going to the basket, trying to take the charge was Sullivan, but instead it'll be a blocking foul against Sullivan, his second foul. And Beerline, a three-point bucket in the second quarter for 3 points, his first free throws of the night. Makes the first. In for St. Mary's number 4, Kyle Steiniger, 5'9" senior. Henshin had 3 points in the first half. Dwenger with 3. Beerline with 3. And Jay Waterman with 2, their total of 12. Looking for the lob. Instead, it's turned over. It looked like Steiniger was getting ready to do the baseline pass to the interior for Parks, but it was knocked away and ultimately off of a Rough Rider and St. Mary's turnover, their 4th of the game. Henson with the basketball. Goes at Parks, left-handed shot just short. And it'll be saved, so an opportunity here for New Knoxville again. Good effort by Waterman. I believe he knocked it off of a St. Mary's player. Back in for the Rough Riders is 6'1" junior Jaden Lotz, replacing Sullivan. Waterman won't be able to run it down. It'll be a turnover against New Knoxville. (34-13). Third quarter action. St. Mary's, other than trailing briefly in the first quarter 8-7, or 7-5, I believe it was, have controlled the action here as with a nice turnaround jumper is Jace Turner with elevation by the 6'6" sophomore. His first 2 points of the game. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. 23-point lead for the Rough Riders. Beerline weaving up top against Parks. Dwanger, jumper off the mark. Offensive rebound, Rangers. Triple by Beerline, no good. Another look for New Knoxville. Henson with the basketball being guarded by 6'6" sophomore Evan Anksman. Over to Waterman. Man-to-man defense by the Rough Riders. Pass a little soft and nearly stolen as Turner got in the passing lane. Instead, he was off of his leg out of bounds. In for St. Mary's, 11-12. Braden Hemmelgarn and Brandon Bowers, respectively, for St. Mary's. Bowers will check in, and he's legally on the court now, replacing Parks. Waterman being guarded by Lutz. Beerline now will work against Bowers. They find Osborne. He attacks the basket and scores his first 2 points of the game. The 15th point for New Knoxville. They trail by 21 halfway through this third quarter here at New Knoxville. I'm Jeff Henson bringing you tonight's basketball game on NKTelco Sports. I want to remind everyone that our keys of the game tonight were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. As St. Mary's works the ball around pretty efficiently, looking for the good quality shot. They'll get a jumper from Bowers, rebounded by St. Mary's. An Anksman's shot off the mark. Osborne to the basket, and he is fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Ryan Osborne for the 5'11" senior. Also, our replays throughout the season are brought to you by Winners Meats. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Sydney All Grays Audiology. Our timeout sponsor is brought to you by Precision Strip. Osborne connects on the first free throw, his third point of the game. In for New Knoxville, number 33, Tyler Lammers, a 6'2" sophomore, his first appearance tonight, number 33. Our stats and recap sponsor is brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Our New Knoxville live view sponsor tonight is New Knoxville Supply. And our player of the game will be brought to you by NKTelco. As right now, St. Mary's, with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, a 20-point lead here on their season opener. Banners deflects it out of bounds. Coach Hegemeyer of St. Mary's in his 35th season as head coach. Again, he started out at Waynesfield, then Spencerville, Fort Loramie, New Knoxville, St. Mary's twice. So in that stretch, he's won 3 state titles, 1987 and also 1993 with Fort Loramie, and also one here in New Knoxville in 2008 as Chase Turner scores his 4th point. That 2008 ball club here in New Knoxville went 27-0 en route to the state title, Division IV. On the other hand, right now, New Knoxville under first-year head coach Carson Munger is a 2015 as there's bodies on the floor, no points are scored. St. Mary's with the basketball. Munger, again, a 15 graduate of New Bremen, where he scored nearly 20 points a game his senior year. There's a good ball movement as Moore scores the ball, his 4th point. And a timeout will be called by Coach Munger, a 30-second timeout with 1:56 left to play, 3rd quarter. St. Mary's leads 40-16, following up on Coach Munger. I mentioned the 2015 grad of New Bremen, went on to play then at Lake Superior State University for 4 seasons, graduated there in 2019, and then went on to graduate school at Bowling Green, where he got on the staff of Robin Freilich, and was a grad assistant there for a season before taking the job this summer here at New Knoxville. Minute 56 left to play here at Ranger Gymnasium. A good crowd on hand tonight. Rough Riders will open up with some full court pressure. Dwenger being guarded by Lotz. Dwenger will be fouled. Actually be knocked out of bounds by Lotz. 6'1" junior knocks it out of bounds, and New Knoxville will keep possession. Waterman gets it. He's being guarded by Andrew Moore. Lotz now on Waterman. They find Henson in the corner, being guarded by Reinecke. Ball's knocked out of bounds. He'll stay with New Knoxville. Henson finds Osborne up top. Lamers with the basketball. His pass will be saved, and Dwenger can't finish. Osborne with the finish. Good job by Ryan Osborne, scoring his 5th point. New Knoxville now trails by 22, 40-18. 70 seconds left to play, 3rd quarter. Reinecke with it up top to Moore. To Jace Turner. His jumper no good. Rebounded by Henson. There's a foul away from the basketball. That goes against number 3, Andrew Moore. I believe they called an intentional foul. Paul Wingerwich, one of the officials over talking to Coach Hegemeyer, explaining what happened. Dwenger misses the first free throw. Dwenger will get this one, and then the Rangers will get the ball back with 61 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Dwenger misses both, and there'll be New Knoxville basketball as a host of St. Mary's players have re-entered, and I'll give you a lineup here, 61 seconds. We've got Sullivan, 15, Reinecke, 20, Parks, 35, 24 is Anksman, and 22 is Turner. 61 seconds left to play. They'll get into Waterman. He's being guarded by Gavin Reinecke. Waterman picks his dribble up, finds Dwenger. Dwenger back to Waterman. He drives baseline. His pass ends up in the hands of Tyler Lammers. Kind of went off of a St. Mary's leg, but Lammers, the 6'2 sophomore, finishes it his first 2 points of the game. Lammers knocked away it was by Max Henching against Parks. Turnover St. Mary's. The final seconds here of the third quarter. We're down to 16 seconds. Anksman guarding Henching. Osborne now with the basketball to get it down to Lammers. Off of the sophomore's hands and out of bounds. Third Ranger turnover of the quarter, their 10th of the game. 7 seconds left to play. 40-20 to score in favor of St. Mary's. Sullivan will pick it up. The clock will start down to 5. Anksman working it into Parks. Osborne shot at the buzzer, off the mark. So that won the third quarter of action here. It's St. Mary's doubling up near Knoxville 40-20. We'll take a break, come back with the final 8 minutes here on NKTelco Sports.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Final 8 minutes of action here at the barn on this Clope and Nidec Minster presentation of high school sports here on NKTelco Sports. It's the Rangers and the Rough Riders. St. Mary's in control. They lead by 20. Dwanger with it over to Henching. His shot is blocked, and good job defensively by Anksman closing the gap, getting another blocked shot for the Rough Riders. Backdoor alley-oop as another well-thrown ball. I believe it was from possibly Turner. I can't remember, or was it Sullivan, but nice alley-oop. And Parks with a nice finish. Held ball will go over to the Rough Riders. Rough Riders outscored the Rangers in the third quarter, 12-8. They got the 2 points there from Parks. He now has 13 points in the game. 6 of those via the slam dunk. Reineke off the mark for his first missed 3-point opportunity of the game. Waterman over to Osborne. Gets a screen from Henching. Back to Henching. Man-to-man defense by the Rough Riders. Waterman back and forth. The left-hander will throw it behind Osborne, who was cutting to the basket. .2-point Rough Rider lead. Braden Sullivan over to Anksman. They lob it down a little bit too much. Parks does recover and finishes it at the basket. 15 points in the ball game for Austin Parks, 6'10" junior. Again, a lot of Division I offers on his plate that he can pick from just as a junior, and hopefully he'll make the right decision. And before Beerline could get the shot off. He drug the back foot. He had Parks in his frame, and that altered the shot and drug the back foot. And turnover to Knoxville. Under 6 minutes to play. Enksman for three. Devin Enksman now with 10 points in the game. 7 in the first half, and his first shot he's taken here in the second half. Turnover New Knoxville. Reineke with the hands and the steal, and they shot off the mark. Parks with the rebound, but he's also unable to score it. Out of bounds, going to be a rebound for the Rangers. Parker Banner, number 30, in for New Knoxville. (47-20) in favor of St. Mary's. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Banner shot off the mark, rebounded by St. Mary's Jace Turner. Pass goes into Parks, being guarded by Banner. He finishes on a good spin move around Banner and gets his, I believe, his fourth slam dunk of the game. His 17th point for Parks. Going to the basket for New Knoxville is Carson Beerline. He is fouled by Parks, who picks up just his first foul. Beerline, 4 points in the night, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, make that now 2 of 3. Jaden Lotz, 6'1" junior, back into the lineup for Coach Hagemeyer's St. Mary's Rough Riders. Banner with 4 points, now make it 5, looking for 6. And he gets his second free throw as well, 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. 6 points in the contest for the 6'4" senior. Pass by Parks, knocked away and by Beerline, who also comes up with the steal. St. Mary's first turnover of the quarter, 4th of the half, 7th of the game. Osborne's shot missed. St. Mary's Reineke with the rebound and hustling down the court as we approach the midway point of this final quarter. Parks from 18. Off the mark, rebounded by New Knoxville. We have an injured player right now, maybe 2 of them. Jay Schrader will replace Dwenger. He went down and grabbed his ankle, but appears to be okay as he trots off the field or off the court. Pressure put on by the Rough Riders. They lead by 27 here. The final 4 minutes of action from New Knoxville. Beerline now with it. Parker Banner. Beerline, they've got away with travel, but a nice play there as Parker Banner. Good cut, a nice bounce pass by Beerline, and Banner with his first 2 points of the night. Turner dumps it down to Parks. He goes around Banner and finishes off the glass. After not shooting the ball at all in the first quarter, he's scoring 7 in the second, 4 in the third, and now 8 in the fourth. Parks has put some offensive performance together. Osborne unable to connect on his effort. Rebound goes to St. Mary's. 19 points in the game for Austin Parks, the 6'10" senior, or 6'10" junior. 3-point shot by Andrew Moore is good.
3-point goal by Moore.
30-point lead now for St. Mary's. Waterman loses a handle. And then for both teams numerous substitutions as New Knoxville will send in Ashton McMurray, Andrew Leffel, and Tyler Lammers. In for St. Mary's, number 32, Ryan Meyer. Number 12, Brandon Bowers. Number 11, Braden Hemmelgarn. Number 4, Kyle Steiniger. Schrader with the basketball, freshman guard. Over to Andrew Leffel, who's a sophomore. Ashton McMurray, junior, with the basketball. His ball in the banner is tipped away. It's recovered by New Knoxville. Braden Hemmelgarn. His shot off the mark, and we'll go over to the Rangers. Minute 49 left to play. .30 St. Mary's lead. Banner with the basketball. Timeout will be called by Coach Munger with a minute 31 left to play. Full timeout for the Rangers. You're watching varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. One minute, 31 seconds left to play here in New Knoxville on this Clearpay and Nedick Minster presentation of boys varsity basketball here at NKTelco Sports. St. Mary's in control with a 30-point lead, under a minute and a half to play. Andrew Leffel with the basketball now for New Knoxville. Banner with it, spins. His shot blocked by Ryan Meyer. And with the finish is Brandon Bowers.
Goal by Bauer.
Shot off the mark by the Rangers, under a minute to play. Running the offense now with St. Mary's is Lutz. Steiniger. Braden Hemmelgarn, with the basketball down. It goes into Bowers. Over to Ryan Meyer. He kicks back to Bowers. He thought about a triple, and they'll reload now to Steiniger, number 4. Final 20 seconds. Shot taken by Lutz. Well, good rebounding it and scoring is Brandon Bowers. Final seconds here as Banner will get a shot blocked, and that is the final horn, and your final score is St. Mary's 58, New Knoxville 24. St. Mary's wins their first game of the season. New Knoxville suffers their second loss in 2 nights. I'll wrap things up here for Wagner's IGA stats and recap here in a second.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza. Come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Okay, for our final stats and recap here for Wagner's IGA sponsoring these numbers as we recap tonight's ballgame, it goes like this. Field goal shooting in the game, New Knoxville 7 of 37 from the field. St. Mary's 17 of 37. Three-point shooting included in that amount. New Knoxville was 2 of 9. St. Mary's 7 of 16. Free throw numbers, New Knoxville 6 of 11. St. Mary's 7 of 8. Rebounding, New Knoxville 24 rebounds. Likewise for St. Mary's, 24 rebounds. Turnovers, New Knoxville 16. St. Mary's with 8. Individual scoring for St. Mary's, Andrew Moore with 7 points. Brandon Bowers with 4. Braden Sullivan with 8. Gavin Ranke with 6. Jace Turner with 4. Evan Enksman with 10. And Austin Parks finishes with game-high honors of 19 points for St. Mary's. For New Knoxville, their scoring went like this. Max Henshin with 3. Ryan Osborne with 5. Troy Dwenger with 4. Carson Beerline with 6. Parker Banner with 2. And Tyler Lammers with 2 for their total of 24. Score by quarters. St. Mary's led at the end of the first quarter 17-9. They led at halftime 28-12. Pushed that to 40-20 after 3 quarters of play. And outscored New Knoxville 18-4 in the final fourth quarter to win 58-24. Our NKTelco Player of the Game tonight. That award is being sponsored by NKTelco for the New Knoxville player, and that will go to Ryan Osborne. Osborne finishes with 5 points on the night. Congratulations to Ryan for his honor of our Player of the Game, sponsored by NKTelco Sports. And also I want to remind everyone that our New Knoxville Live View sponsor tonight was by NK Supply. Wagner's IGA brought to you the stats and recap segment. Our timeout sponsor was Precision Strip. Starting lineups brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. The replays that you see throughout the year are brought to you by Winners Meats. Keys to the Game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor tonight was First National Bank. Our MVP sponsors include Clopay and also Nidec Minster. And our 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. Thank you to those sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And this is high school varsity basketball with St. Mary's defeating New Knoxville tonight, 58-24. My name is Jeff Henshin. I hope you enjoyed this telecast. And thanks for watching here on NKTelco Sports.